Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're counting down the top 5 most valuable coins that have amazed collectors with their incredible values. Some of these coins may look ordinary, but they could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's market. Be sure to watch until the end, because the number 1 coin on this list has a truly unbelievable value. If you enjoy rare coin discoveries and coin collecting, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more amazing coin content. Now let's get started. First coin, the 1951 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny in a box of forgotten coins. At first glance, it may not seem special at all. The coin shows clear signs of circulation, with wear and tear visible across the front surface. Abraham Lincoln's portrait has softened from years of handling, and small scratches and marks can be seen throughout the design. Most people would assume that such a coin is worth only 1 cent, but in the world of rare coin collecting, appearances can sometimes be deceiving. The 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike coins struck at the Denver or San Francisco mints, Philadelphia issues from that period typically carried no mint mark. Millions of these pennies were released into circulation and used in everyday transactions across the United States. They passed through countless hands, cash registers, and coin jars during the 1950s and beyond. Because so many were produced, most 1951 no-mint mark wheat pennies are considered common today. However, coin collecting has always been filled with surprises. Certain examples can become highly desirable because of unusual characteristics, exceptional collector demand, historical significance, or special features that make them stand out from ordinary coins. When collectors discover something unique about a coin, its value can rise dramatically. Now imagine a circulated 1951 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark, attracting the attention of experts and serious collectors. The coin displays a fine condition despite years of circulation. The front surface shows normal wear and tear, but enough important details remain visible to make the coin attractive to collectors. Specialists carefully examine every part of the penny, studying its strike quality, surface characteristics, and overall appearance. As word spreads through the numismatic community, interest in the coin begins to grow. Collectors from across the country become eager to own this remarkable piece. Auction houses feature the coin in a major sale, highlighting its rarity and desirability. Soon, bidders begin competing for the opportunity to add the penny to their collections. The auction starts with strong interest, and the bidding quickly moves beyond ordinary expectations. Collectors recognize that opportunities to acquire a coin of this significance are extremely rare. Each new bid pushes the price higher. What began as a humble 1-cent coin continues climbing in value as determined buyers compete against one another. The excitement in the auction room grows with every passing moment. Phone bidders, online participants, and collectors in attendance all focus on the same coin. Despite its circulated condition and visible wear, the penny has captured extraordinary attention. The combination of history, rarity, and collector demand creates the perfect environment for a record-setting sale. Finally, the auction reaches its conclusion. After intense bidding, the hammer falls at an astonishing value of approximately $410. A coin that once represented only a single cent has become worth more than many homes. The result shocks casual observers while exciting collectors who understand the factors that can drive rare coin prices to incredible heights. One reason Lincoln Wheat Pennies remain so popular is their connection to American history. Introduced in 1909, the series honored President Abraham Lincoln and became the first regularly circulating United States coin to feature a real historical figure. The famous wheat ears on the reverse became a symbol recognized by generations of Americans. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Wheat Penny remained in production until 1958. During those decades, billions of coins were struck, but only a small number achieved legendary status among collectors. The possibility of discovering a valuable example continues to inspire people to search through old collections, estate sales, and inherited coin boxes. Collectors also appreciate the stories these coins tell. Every mark, scratch, and worn detail represents years of circulation. A 1951 wheat penny may have traveled across the country, exchanged hands thousands of times, and witnessed decades of American history before eventually finding its way into a collection. For this reason, many coin experts encourage people to examine old pennies carefully. Even circulated examples can attract attention if they possess special characteristics or strong collector appeal. While most wheat pennies are worth modest amounts, a select few can achieve remarkable values in the marketplace. The story of a 1951 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark reaching an auction value of $410,000 demonstrates why coin collecting remains one of the most fascinating hobbies in the world. Hidden among ordinary coins can be treasures that surprise even experienced collectors. What appears to be a simple worn penny today could become a highly sought-after collectible tomorrow. The next time you discover an old wheat penny, take a moment to inspect it closely. Look at the date, check for a mint mark, and study the condition of the coin. You never know when a small piece of copper carrying decades of history might reveal an extraordinary value. This incredible 1951 Lincoln wheat penny proves that sometimes the most unexpected treasures come in the smallest forms. Next coin, the 1911 Abraham Lincoln wheat penny hidden inside a dusty coin jar or an inherited collection. At first glance, the coin may appear ordinary. It shows years of circulation, visible wear and tear, and a toned surface that reflects more than a century of history. The front of the coin displays Abraham Lincoln's portrait, softened by decades of handling, while small scratches and signs of age cover portions of the surface. To most people, it would look like an old penny worth only 1 cent. But for collectors, a coin like this can tell an extraordinary story. The 1911 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that era, Philadelphia coins typically carried no mint mark, making the absence of a mint mark completely normal. These pennies circulated throughout the United States during a period of tremendous growth and change. They were used to purchase everyday items, passed from hand to hand, and became part of countless transactions across the country. More than a century later, surviving examples of these early Lincoln wheat pennies remain highly popular among collectors. While many examples exist, collectors continue searching for coins with unique characteristics, historical appeal, and strong demand. The 1911 issue holds special interest because it comes from the early years of the Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909. Imagine examining a 1911 wheat penny that has spent decades in circulation. The coin displays fine condition details despite noticeable wear. The front surface shows evidence of age, and natural toning has developed over the years, creating shades of brown and copper across the coin. Rather than reducing its appeal, this original toning gives the coin character and authenticity, reminding collectors that it has survived more than 100 years of American history. As experts study the coin, they notice qualities that distinguish it from countless other examples. The penny begins attracting attention among serious collectors. Discussions spread through coin clubs, collector forums, and auction circles. Interest grows as more people learn about this remarkable piece. Eventually, the coin is selected for inclusion in a major auction. The auction catalog highlights the coin's age, historical significance, attractive toning, and collector demand. Enthusiasts from across the country prepare to compete for ownership. Some collectors view the coin as an important addition to a Lincoln cent collection, while others see it as a rare investment opportunity. When auction day arrives, anticipation fills the room. Bidding begins, and interest becomes apparent immediately. The opening offers quickly rise as determined collectors compete against one another. What started as a simple 1-cent coin now commands serious attention from experienced buyers. As the bidding continues, the value climbs higher and higher. Each participant understands that opportunities to acquire significant early wheat pennies are limited. Many collectors have spent years searching for exceptional examples, and they recognize the importance of this particular coin. The atmosphere becomes increasingly exciting as the auction progresses. Telephone bidders submit aggressive offers. Online participants join the competition. Collectors seated in the room carefully consider each new bid before raising the price again. The contest becomes intense as several buyers remain determined to secure the coin. Then comes the dramatic moment everyone has been waiting for. After a fierce bidding battle, the auctioneer announces the final bid. The hammer falls, and the remarkable 1,911 Lincoln Wheat Penny reaches an astonishing value of $410. The audience reacts with excitement and amazement. A coin originally worth 1 cent has achieved a price that many people would never believe possible. Stories like this help explain why coin collecting remains such a popular hobby around the world. Rare coins combine history, artistry, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. Every old coin carries a story, and some stories become incredibly valuable over time. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series remains one of the most collected coin series in American history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features President Abraham Lincoln on the front and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. Introduced in 1909, the design remained in use until 1958 and continues to capture the imagination of collectors today. Many people overlook old pennies because they appear worn or common. However, experienced collectors understand that age, rarity, demand, and unique characteristics can transform an ordinary-looking coin into a prized collectible. Even circulated examples with wear and toning can attract tremendous interest under the right circumstances. The 1,911 Lincoln Wheat Penny serves as a reminder that hidden treasures may still exist in old collections, coin jars, and forgotten boxes. A coin that seems insignificant today could become the centerpiece of a collection tomorrow. That possibility inspires collectors to continue searching through old coins in hopes of making an exciting discovery. The next time you encounter a wheat penny, take a closer look. Examine the date, study the details, and appreciate the history it represents. You never know when a small copper coin from the early 20th century might reveal an extraordinary story. The incredible tale of a 1,911 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark reaching a value of $410,000 proves that even the smallest coin can hold remarkable importance. What appears to be simple pocket change may actually be a valuable piece of history waiting to be recognized. Next coin, the 1,939 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny tucked away in an old coin album, a forgotten drawer, or a jar of spare change that has not been opened in decades. At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary penny. The coin has spent years in circulation and shows evidence of use on its front surface. Despite this circulation history, it remains in extra-fine condition, with many of its original details still clearly visible. What most people would overlook as a simple 1-cent coin could actually represent one of the most fascinating treasures in the world of coin collecting. The 1939 Lincoln Wheat Penny, with no mint mark, was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. During this period, Philadelphia coins were generally struck without a mint mark, making the absence of a mint mark completely normal. Millions of these pennies entered circulation during a time when the United States was emerging from the challenges of the Great Depression and preparing for significant changes in world history. These small copper coins passed through countless hands, helping Americans purchase everyday necessities and becoming part of daily life. Over the decades, many 1,939 wheat pennies were lost, damaged, or heavily worn. However, a small number survived in attractive condition. Collectors today continue searching for these coins because they represent an important era in American numismatic history. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series has long been one of the most collected coin series in the United States, and early examples remain especially popular among enthusiasts. Now imagine that one particular 1939 Lincoln Wheat Penny begins attracting extraordinary attention. The coin has circulated, but it still displays impressive detail. Lincoln's portrait remains sharp, the lettering is bold, and much of the design is clearly visible. Experts carefully inspect the front surface, examining every detail under magnification. They notice qualities that separate this coin from countless ordinary examples. As specialists discuss the penny, interest begins spreading throughout the collecting community. Dealers, investors, and experienced numismatists become aware of the coin. Its reputation grows as more people learn about its remarkable appeal. Soon, the coin becomes one of the most talked-about pieces among serious collectors. The penny is eventually selected for a prestigious auction. The auction catalog highlights its extra-fine condition, historical significance, collector appeal, and impressive preservation. Collectors from across the country prepare to participate. Some register to bid online, while others choose to attend in person. Everyone understands that opportunities to acquire a noteworthy coin like this are rare. When auction day finally arrives, excitement fills the room. Bidding begins immediately, and interest is stronger than expected. The opening bids rise quickly as multiple collectors compete for ownership. Each bidder understands that this is more than just a penny. It is a tangible piece of American history and an important part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Penny series. As the auction progresses, the price continues climbing. Every new bid demonstrates the intense demand for exceptional coins. Experienced collectors know that rare and desirable pieces often disappear into private collections for many years. Missing an opportunity like this could mean waiting a very long time before another comparable example appears. The atmosphere becomes increasingly intense. Collectors remain focused as the value rises higher and higher. Telephone bidders enter the competition. Online participants submit aggressive offers. The auctioneer carefully acknowledges each bid while the audience watches with anticipation. Soon, only a few determined bidders remain. The contest becomes a battle between collectors who refuse to give up. Each participant understands the importance of securing a coin that has captured the attention of the entire numismatic community. The excitement reaches its highest point as the final bids are placed. Then comes the moment everyone has been waiting for. The auctioneer announces the final offer and pauses briefly. The room falls silent. With one final strike of the hammer, the 1939 Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny is sold for an astonishing $410. The audience reacts with amazement. A coin originally worth 1 cent has achieved a value that exceeds the price of many luxury homes. Stories like this are what make coin collecting so exciting. Every old coin carries a unique story. Some coins gain value because of rarity, while others become desirable because of condition, historical significance, or collector demand. The possibility of discovering a hidden treasure continues to inspire people around the world to search through old collections. The Lincoln Wheat Penny remains one of the most iconic American coins ever produced. Designed by Victor David Brenner and first introduced in 1909, it features Abraham Lincoln on the front and two wheat stalks on the reverse. For nearly 50 years, the design circulated throughout the nation and became a familiar part of everyday life. Collectors often examine old wheat pennies carefully because even common-looking examples can sometimes hold surprising value. A coin that appears ordinary may possess characteristics that make it highly desirable. This possibility keeps collectors searching and learning more about the hobby every day. The story of this remarkable 1939 Lincoln Wheat Penny demonstrates how a small piece of copper can become a valuable historical artifact. Despite being a circulated coin, its extra fine condition and strong collector demand transformed it into a highly sought-after treasure. The next time you come across an old penny, take a moment to inspect it carefully. Check the date, study the details, and appreciate the history it carries. You never know when a simple coin might reveal an extraordinary story. The incredible tale of this 1939 Lincoln Wheat Penny proves that remarkable treasures can sometimes be found in the most unexpected places. Next coin, the 1953D Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny. At first, it seems like a typical 1-cent coin that has spent years in circulation. The front surface shows evidence of use, with light wear visible on the highest points of Abraham Lincoln's portrait. Despite its age and circulation history, the coin remains in extra fine condition, retaining many sharp details that collectors appreciate. To the average person, it may appear to be an ordinary penny, but in the world of coin collecting, appearances can be surprisingly misleading. The 1953D Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark located beneath the date. During the early 1950s, millions of Lincoln cents were produced to meet the demands of everyday commerce across the United States. These coins passed through countless hands, were stored in cash registers, carried in pockets, and often forgotten in jars and drawers for decades. Most 1953D wheat pennies are relatively common today, but every so often a coin emerges that captures the attention of collectors and experts alike. Whether because of exceptional preservation, unique characteristics, historical significance, or intense collector demand, some coins rise far above their ordinary face value. This is where the story becomes truly fascinating. Imagine that one particular 1953D Lincoln Wheat Penny begins attracting interest from numismatists. The coin has clearly circulated, yet it remains in extra fine condition. Much of the original design detail is still visible. Lincoln's hair shows considerable definition, the lettering remains bold, and the wheat stalks on the reverse are impressively clear for a coin that has spent years in commerce. Experts carefully inspect every detail of the penny. Magnification reveals a well-preserved strike, strong design elements, and an appealing overall appearance. As specialists discuss the coin, excitement begins to build. Collectors realize that opportunities to acquire a noteworthy example like this do not come along every day. News of the coin spreads throughout the collecting community. Dealers discuss it with clients. Collectors share information with fellow enthusiasts. Interest continues to grow as more people learn about the remarkable 1953D wheat penny that is about to appear at auction. Eventually, the coin is featured in a major numismatic auction. The auction catalogue highlights its desirable characteristics, extra fine condition, historical appeal, and growing collector interest. Bidders from across the country prepare to compete. Some participate online, while others attend in person or place bids by telephone. When the auction begins, enthusiasm is immediately apparent. The opening bids arrive quickly. What starts as a simple contest soon develops into a fierce competition among serious collectors. Each bidder understands the significance of the coin and recognizes that another opportunity like this may not appear for years. As the bidding advances, the price climbs steadily higher. Collectors remain determined, refusing to back away. Every new offer pushes the value further beyond expectations. The room becomes increasingly focused on the penny that has captured everyone's attention. The excitement grows with each passing moment. Bidders know they are competing for more than just a coin. They are competing for a piece of American history, a symbol of the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, and a collectible that could become the centerpiece of an important collection. Soon, the auction reaches its most dramatic stage. Only a few determined bidders remain. The price continues to rise as each participant attempts to secure victory. The atmosphere becomes electric, and anticipation fills the room. Finally, the auctioneer announces the last bid. After a brief pause, the hammer falls. The remarkable 1953D Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny sells for an astonishing $410. The audience reacts with amazement. What was once a 1-cent coin has achieved a value that many people would find unbelievable. Stories like this explain why coin collecting continues to attract millions of enthusiasts worldwide. Every coin carries a unique story. Some represent important moments in history, while others become valuable because of rarity, condition, or collector demand. The possibility of discovering a hidden treasure keeps collectors searching through old collections and forgotten coin boxes every day. The Lincoln Wheat Penny remains one of the most beloved coin series in American numismatics. Introduced in 1909, it was designed by Victor David Brenner and became the first circulating United States coin to feature a real historical figure. The familiar wheat ears on the reverse and Lincoln's portrait on the obverse have made the series instantly recognizable for generations. For many collectors, the thrill comes from knowing that valuable coins can still be found in unexpected places. A coin inherited from a family member, discovered in an old album, or found in a forgotten jar may hold far more value than anyone realizes. The story of this extraordinary 1953D Lincoln Wheat Penny demonstrates that even a circulated coin can achieve remarkable success when collectors recognize its appeal. Despite years of use, the coin's extra-fine condition and desirability transformed it into a prized collectible. The next time you come across an old wheat penny, take a closer look. Examine the date, check the mint mark, and study the details carefully. You never know when a simple copper coin might reveal an incredible history and an astonishing value. The incredible tale of this 1953D Lincoln Wheat Penny proves that treasures can sometimes be hiding in the smallest places. Next coin, the 1946D Abraham Lincoln Wheat Penny that appears worn from decades of circulation. At first glance, it may seem like nothing more than an ordinary 1-cent coin. The front surface shows noticeable wear. The details of Lincoln's portrait have softened over time, and a layer of natural toning covers much of the coin. Yet hidden beneath this aged appearance could be a story worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 1946D Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck at the Denver Mint shortly after World War II. The small D mint mark beneath the date identifies its place of origin. During that period, millions of pennies were produced to support the growing American economy. Most entered circulation immediately and were used daily by people across the country. Because of this heavy use, many surviving examples show signs of wear, scratches, and fading details. For coin collectors, however, age and circulation are only part of the story. Some coins become highly desirable because of unusual characteristics, collector demand, historical importance, or exceptional rarity. A coin that appears ordinary to the average person may be considered a prized treasure by experienced numismatists. Now imagine that one particular 1946D wheat penny begins attracting attention from experts. The coin remains in circulated fine condition, displaying moderate wear across the front surface. Natural brown and copper toning has developed over the decades, giving the coin a distinctive appearance. While many collectors appreciate bright, untoned coins, others value attractive toning because it reflects the coin's long history and originality. As specialists examine the penny, they notice qualities that separate it from common examples. The coin becomes the subject of discussion among collectors and dealers. Soon, word spreads throughout the numismatic community, and interest begins to grow rapidly. Collectors recognize that opportunities to acquire such a coin rarely appear on the market. The penny is eventually featured in a major auction. Catalog descriptions highlight its historical significance, collector appeal, and remarkable characteristics. Bidders from around the country prepare to compete for ownership. Some participate in person, while others place bids online or by telephone. When the auction begins, excitement quickly fills the room. The opening bids arrive immediately. Within minutes, the price climbs far beyond what most people would ever expect for a 1-cent coin. Each new bid reflects the determination of collectors who understand the coin's importance. As the competition intensifies, the value continues rising. Experienced collectors know that once an exceptional coin disappears into a private collection, it may not return to the market for many years. This sense of scarcity fuels even greater demand. The bidding battle becomes a contest between passionate enthusiasts determined to secure a unique piece of American numismatic history. The atmosphere becomes electric as offers continue to increase. What was once a simple circulating penny now commands attention from serious investors and advanced collectors. The audience watches closely as the final moments approach. Then comes the dramatic conclusion. After intense bidding, the auctioneer's hammer falls, and the final price reaches an astonishing $410. Zeroth. The room erupts with excitement. A coin originally worth only 1 cent has achieved a value that few people could have imagined. Stories like this are one reason coin collecting remains one of the most fascinating hobbies in the world. Rare coins combine history, art, economics, and the thrill of discovery. Every coin carries a unique journey, and some journeys become far more valuable than anyone expects. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series is especially beloved among collectors. First introduced in 1909, the design features President Abraham Lincoln on the front and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin remained in production until 1958 and became one of the most recognizable coins in American history. Millions of people have searched through jars, drawers, and old collections hoping to find a valuable wheat penny. While most examples are common, certain coins possess characteristics that make them highly desirable. This possibility keeps collectors constantly searching for the next remarkable discovery. The 1946D wheat penny serves as a reminder that valuable treasures can sometimes be hidden in plain sight. Even a circulated coin, with front surface wear and natural toning, may hold significant appeal if the right combination of rarity and demand exists. So the next time you encounter an old Lincoln wheat penny, don't dismiss it too quickly. Examine the date, check the mint mark, and look closely at the condition. That small copper coin may have traveled through decades of history before arriving in your hands. The incredible story of a 1946D Abraham Lincoln wheat penny reaching a value of $410,000 proves that extraordinary treasures can come in the most unexpected forms. Sometimes a single penny is much more than spare change. It is a remarkable piece of history waiting to be discovered.